I'll just zoom in on both of those. So we can see what we've done is we've moved the collar stand up and the collar fall up, and we've used our keyboard increments to do this, so they will sit exactly in the same place when we bring them back down. I need to just delete the center of the collar stand and the center of the collar fall. And what I can do now is direct selection and join those two, join, same over here, join. So I've selected two open anchor points and I'm joining them. If you're having trouble joining, please go and have a look, as we've discussed before, at the pages in my book where we talk about joining. You can find this Troubleshoot Average and Join on page 30 of a Fashion Designer's Handbook for Adobe Illustrator. I can't just have these being straight, I need them to have a little bit of a curve in them. So with the latest version of Illustrator, so CC or 7.1, I can click onto the line at the intersection point and I can just drag that down to get a nice bit of a curve there. The same on that line, and just a little bit less of a curve at the top. So that's the ideal situation for the moment. Not having that version, what you'll need to do is add anchor points to these lines. So where the line and the path intersect, add an anchor point. I just missed it. So where it intersects, you wait to see that intersect. We can add anchor points. Now what I can do is I'm just going to marquee over those three anchor points and hold Shift and drag them down a little. So we can, because there's not much of a curve in there, once we've selected them with direct selection, over here we have the options for anchor points. So if I just click onto curve there, it will just curve it slightly, and probably that's all you need. The top one, we'll just drag that down a tiny bit and curve it. So yes, you can't see that now. Let's have a look at how that looks. Just lift that up a little. So what you can see over here is that the neckline and the collar are slightly different. Again, we can go into outline view and have a look at what's happening here. So direct selection, that's my back neckline and that's my collar. I might just drag that down a little bit and change the shape of that slightly to be a little bit more curved. So I'm holding Shift using my Convert Anchor Point tool and just changing that shape ever so slightly, and now I'm moving my neckline up to meet that. Convert Anchor Point tool, and I'm changing my neckline to suit the collar. This one over here, I'll just bring that down ever so slightly and give it a little bit more of a curve as well. Very subtle changes, but I feel happier that I'm doing them. So now you can see that the collar fall covers the collar stand, and that's how it's sitting. View, preview. So that's our full shirt without any stitching detail on it. The only thing left to do is to put the back shirt behind this front shirt. So I'm going to make a copy of that. I'll just select those shapes and copy them. I'll go to my selection tool and Alt will make a copy. So if I go Alt and then I use my down arrow, I can create a copy of that back, arrange, send to back, and I can line the back collar up with the other back collar. So now we can see that it's completely in line over there. The only thing left to do is to send that to the back. Arrange, send to back. And there you have your collar fall and your collar stand. Remember these pointy bits over there? I'm actually going to select everything on this page with my black arrow, come to my stroke options and change that to a bevel join. I'm also going to make sure that all of these strokes are 1 point, just so that everything is equal. You can see how at the bottom the back of the shirt, the back shirt doesn't really look that good. What I'm going to do here is actually lengthen that back shirt a little bit, and maybe what would have been better was to use my keyboard increments, which is far too much, so Ctrl K, and I'll change that to 5 millimeters. Move that up again, which means that all I need to do now is select that and bring it down 5 millimeters.